So we're on our way back to the boat, and this is kind of how things go. Move furthest was me. Alpha Theros got the most damage. He got a critical in, and he made the most attacks. He missed half of them. Sixifik, as you notice, is the only one that has a nickname, but that's just because he's the one with the nickname. Yeah, so we did pretty good on our first run. So I am primarily using screen names for these characters. I was kind of happy to have all 4 of them on the first part, because these are some very good friends of mine and people that I run with regularly. You will hear me reference them in other videos.
I wondered how the new gear would hold up, Commander. Looks to me like it's working out just fine.
So let's go ahead and get Zix promoted. He's a trooper. He's got the quick draw, which lets him fire his pistol, and then he can fire his primary weapon. Neat. Next.
Shepard is our
heavy.
The Grenadiers provide heavy ordnance delivery whenever and wherever we...
And then we have Theros as a support. He'll be using a drone. We'll see about doing a medic.
That can be outfitted for combat or field medic duty.
Neat. And there's me. I'm the sniper.
Just like it sounds, our sharpshooters engage enemy targets with pinpoint accuracy from extreme range.
I might go gunslinger.
They're also
not
trained
certain
in
yet.
pistol marksmanship for the occasional close encounter.
But that's actually fairly suiting for the mask I put on. So yeah, I've got a sniper rifle, and I'm good at killing people from far, far away. Squad sight being the first ability that you get. So what squad sight lets you do, and wow, it's really lame to, yeah. What squad sight lets you do is basically wherever they are, if I can see them, I can see the enemies they can see, which gives me a chance to shoot them at a long range. So I don't have to move and shoot. I can stay up, I can get up somewhere high, stay back, and pick enemies off at a distance, which overall is pretty advantageous. Alrighty, so with that, we will move on to some logistics stuff real quick. Looks like we got a couple of lockboxes. So one of the mods I'm using is called it's a name, and I always forget the guy's name, but it's basically his loot kit. So basically you research this and it'll unlock additional stuff. I got an advanced autoloader and an advent datapad, which gives you some intel. And then we've got a couple of corpses, which, you know, who didn't expect that? But we get to research these corpses, and it gives us armor and stuff like that. It gives us better research and some intel on them as well. Okay, so welcome back, Courage Bag, and here we are back on the ship, ready to roll. So we're going to look at, we have no current research. We should definitely fix that.
Impressive, isn't it?
So I like going with modular weaponry because it gets us another slot on our weapons, and it's only 3 days of research.
We'll begin
so
work
it's not
immediately.
bad.
I'll send word when a complete report is available.
Engineering takes us down to talk to Shen. Here you go.
Okay. Reworked your repulsors with some of the parts I salvaged from their old engine. Should fix that stabilization problem you had. Come on, Rover. It'll work.
Ooh.
Commander! Getting our tech to talk to theirs is harder than you'd think. Lily Shen, Chief Engineer, at your service. You were probably expecting to see my father. In all that's happened, I'm guessing Central didn't tell you yet. He's gone. Dad gave everything he had to get us this far. This entire ship is his life's work.
So
I know
basically this is Shen's daughter. He's the the engineer you had working for you in the first game, and he was the one that helped you do foundry stuff and upgrade items and build stuff.
You'd be surprised
everything.
how big of a difference some of these things can make in combat, Commander.
So
With
it was
few
actually
supplies,
really cool that they
manufacture
included
anything
her.
we need in no time.
And let's see here, we got flashbang grenade. How am I doing on supplies? I mean, you equip it to a guy and they have a new one every mission. So we'll not worry about it right now. The research is really the important part.
Always on edge, ready for a fight on a moment's notice.
So there are a few
Certainly keeps
soldiers,
you on your
and
toes.
So the cool thing about the armory is it shows the different troops and aliens that you've killed, and there are some weapons that you get in the DLC that show up on the wall to the left here. So it's actually a new and very interactive armory. It's a lot of fun to look at. If we go up to command, we can check the Avenger report and see how we're doing. So Armory is a core facility. It has my soldiers in it. Bar Memorial doesn't have anybody in it. Core facility is the bridge. We've got commander's quarters, which is where we're at right now. Engineering, the living quarters, and then research, which draws on 12 power. And yeah, basically we'll have to do some, you know, important work stuff. So once we have a couple of engineers, we can actually work on clearing out these rooms. So some of these rooms actually have bonuses for opening them. Like if you do the if you build power relays on these exposed power cells, you actually get more power out of the room. And the alien debris and stuff will give you more supplies and stuff like that. The machinery will unlock certain things. So it's actually pretty cool how they did that. They did it kind of as a salvaging thing. So if you can't tell, this is actually a ginormous alien vessel that we've got cross-sectioned here so that we can see the inside. The hangar bay is up here, and this is where we keep the Sky Ranger for sending out troops on missions. And then when you have to do point defense, it's down in engineering. Basically, you can get a turret thing and kind of have a little defend, and you have to go out and destroy a thing so you can get the ship back in the air. And then that's the power core right there. So just a quick overview of the ship, and let's go back into the bridge.
Commander, good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to the bridge, the nerve center of our operation.
Yeah, we know. So now it's kind of a
While we prepare for new operations and continue our
keep
research, we
moving
can pass
and,
time by scanning at sites like this one. On your order, we'll start our
moving and
scans
stuff.
on the surrounding area.
So what we can do
Commander, one of our resistance contacts
is go
just tipped
and
us off to a
investigate
site that may be worth investigating.
sites, and we scan the area and say find some recruits.
Commander, the Avengers' remote scanning capabilities will help us search the area for clues or other resources. It's going to take some time, though.
Now, modular weapons finished because we passed 3 days
These
searching.
will likely prove crucial
So
to
we'll
our
go ahead
ongoing
and
efforts, Commander.
see what we can do. So now we can research magnetic weapons and do weapon upgrades. So I highly recommend, and again, this is only for you guys that really do care about how I do it and how I do the logistics part, I like to upgrade my weapons first and my armor second. And the reason I prefer to do my weapons first and I'm
I'll
gonna go
see
ahead.
that work begins immediately,
Oof,
Commander.
that takes a long
I'll contact
time.
you when I have a
So we're
full
gonna change
report
the
available.
research real quick and do the hybrid materials. Well, we should probably do the lockbox.
Commander, we've
And
already
then we'll
dedicated
do magnetic
considerable
weapons.
resources toward the current research project. However, we can move on to something else if you'd prefer.
And then we'll go back to
I'll
magnetic
ensure that
weapons
this
so we
new
can get our
project
weapons
takes highest
upgraded
priority,
faster.
Commander. Once we have something to report, I'll notify you immediately.
And so we found a abandoned colony, remnants of an incomplete Advent settlement. You know, so we found some people, and when we approached them, they wanted to join up. So now we have rookie Lauren Jackson and rookie Archie Wallace.
Setting course for the Eastern U.S. Precinct.
Wow. And that hair, though. That hair with that mask.
The outcome of this research can only further our advances, Commander.
So I can either build a medium armor, build a sword, or build an assault rifle. Let's go with the armor. So what these lockboxes do is they drop special armors for your troops, and like I said, this is a mod, and I'll get the name for it for you next time. And decreases damage taken by alien plasma weapons by 20%. Advanced blast vest increases armor by 1 and decreases explosive damage taken by 70%. So basically it gives the character that's wearing it armor and helps
I am ready to begin on your order, Commander.
keep your troop alive. So we should probably put that on Zixifek. Because he was the
I assumed you'd make that research a priority, Commander. I'll
he
notify you as
almost
soon as
died,
the report is
so
available.
we don't want that. So like I said, weapons research should definitely, and we're gonna go ahead and investigate the supplies.
Avenger
Weapons should
plotting
definitely
new
be
course.
the priority to start off with. And yeah, you're gonna be moving a little bit slower at first, but
Commander, as the resistance continues to grow, we'll have a better chance of finding openings to strike back at Advent.
so we do get an
As it
engineer
is, we've already
for
identified a potential target to disrupt the aliens' operations in this region.
doing this
Our window
mission.
of opportunity is limited, so we'll have to move fast.
And we're gonna go ahead and, because that's gonna lead us back into a mission, call it here. So basically, yeah, you do a lot of research this way. This is how you're going to advance time for research and advance time in your ship. So like alien debris will
There's
take
room for us to expand our facilities on board the
so much
Avenger,
time, but
Commander.
you need
But we'll
you need
more
an engineer
engineers
to
clear
do
out
it.
space for
So you
construction
have to have
works.
somebody working
Commander, I'm
on
going to
this.
need more help on the
But I don't
engineering
have any
team before I
engineers
can
right
start
now.
clearing out some of these other rooms. We should recruit an engineer.
So that's how that works. And with that, you guys have a great night, and remember, live courageously.